Cool. Hey, everybody. Let's get started with another episode of the Unblocking podcast. Today we have Karthik. Karthik, do you just want to tell me a little bit about your situation, what you're feeling stuck on in your career, and then we can go from there?
Yeah, like my name is Karthik. I am currently working at PNC Bank in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I am stuck between deciding to go back to school and or try to progress my career. I've been doing some research uh, in like the machine learning AI space, especially with uh, what do I call it? Mechanistic interpretability. It's pretty much like knowing the internals of AI models. And I've been interviewing since March, and I've been trying to like change jobs and stuff. I have not had much luck, and so I've been like confidence has gone down. So yeah, that's where I am right now. I think that's the reason why I tried to reach out to you. So yeah, that's
Great.
about me.
I'm just going to ask you a bunch of questions. None of them are like leading or targeted. I'm just trying to get a model of the situation.
Okay.
So, where'd you work before you worked at this bank?
Um, I graduated from college, so I've been with them for like
And
close to 3 years
where'd
now.
you graduate?
Penn State. I
Penn
have
State.
a undergrad, like a bachelor's degree in computer science and math from Penn State.
And what was your grades?
Like I think I had like a 3.4 out of a 4 GPA.
Okay. And in both computer science and math, you did a double major.
Yeah.
Okay. And then then you went straight to work at this bank from graduation.
I mean, I did like an internship with my college.
Yeah.
So after
And
that,
what's your
just
role now at the bank?
I work as a software engineer, pretty much on a client-facing team.
Yeah. And how much do you make as a software engineer there?
Make around $115,000 a
Okay.
year.
And where are you trying to apply?
I've been applying, like where in the sense like what kind of roles or like what kind of
Which
like job
companies and
portals.
what
Okay.
which companies specifically actually?
Uh, oh, I'm not like targeting any companies. I think like I used to target companies, but now like ever since like I've been getting rejected from, I think like I've done Amazon, I've done Google, I've like applied to like the big tech,
So you've been
but
going to
due
big
to
tech for software engineering specifically?
yes, I've
Okay.
wanted to, but like due to some visa restrictions, like I cannot work for Meta, or like Amazon doesn't like. I think Amazon does, but I think their process is like sometimes a little slow. And
What's the visa restriction?
so like I'm on a student visa, so like to work in the future, I would require sponsorship. So yeah, that's like Meta, they don't take people in for like they need to have at least like 24 months of work validity, like a visa validity before they take in. But when I started applying, I had like
So
the
right now you're working at this bank as a software engineer
yes.
on a student visa.
Yeah, I can, but it's just
Okay.
like if I want to transition,
Yeah.
that's like the challenge because of the limited time I have on my uh, visa. It becomes like now like I don't know how familiar you are with like the whole work visa situation. It's just like a lottery where your employer puts your name in, and if your name gets picked, they can apply for a work visa.
Yeah.
So my employer has done that like twice. Yeah, I didn't get selected,
Yeah.
so I have like one more chance before I uh, go like either decide to go back home or stay here and go back to school. So
How much
that's where
runway do you have?
I have would say about what month is it? August. So I have like 10 months, 10 more months.
You have 10 months of runway.
Yes.
And then what are your primary expenses
Like rent, food, and education loans.
and loans? Yeah. And you're still paying off your student loans
Yes.
now. Do you know what the interest rate is?
I'm not sure. I have a loan back home, and I think my parents know it better than I do, so
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Um, might just be worth looking into that also. Um, anyway, that's more like on the finance side and less on the
Yeah.
career side, but still. So you have 10 months of runway, but then also you have to be working somewhere because you have a visa and you can only work at your current employer for one more year.
Yeah, I mean,
Because,
like, if my
yeah.
visa gets selected, I think I get like 6 more years before they apply for my a green card, a permanent
Do
residency.
you have other visa options available to you, like an O1 or,
Yeah, I do, but like I don't think my profile is like good enough for those,
yeah,
especially with like how competitive they can get, and I think like with how like uh USCIS has become like more stricter to like the criteria they have. So
yeah,
I've talked to like a lawyer before, like a immigration lawyer, and they said I don't have a good chance of like my case getting approved. So
hmm. Um, yeah, one thing to do is to work on toward that. Like, that's kind of fascinating. Another thought is like, you currently have, it seems like the visa thing is at the core of this, right? It's like you can only apply to companies that can
are
sponsor your
willing to take
visa.
me. Yeah.
And a lot of companies don't want to do that. Is your impression right now? Or,
Yeah, from what I've heard, like even with like what do you call it, like the contractors or like the people that reach out to me, it's like they don't want to do that, or like their clients don't want to do that. So like we get to a stage where they're like, oh, everything's great, like do you want to, what's like your visa status, and then it's like they don't like respond back. So
right.
that's what I've been seeing for
Yep.
3 to 4 months now.
This is tough. It's tough partially because your situation is decent, but like not great, not as good as you want it to be. And then making it better is like, there's a lot of different available paths, but they're like kind of somewhat blocked on other forces. Like, let me take a different approach here. How happy are you with how you spend your time on a day to day basis?
Like how, like in what
Yeah, like I just want to move away from the stuff that we can't control and
yeah,
move into a domain of stuff that we can control for a
yeah,
second. And like I can maybe give some advice about the stuff that we can't control later, but let's just move on and say like, okay, the career stuff is hard.
yeah.
And so we're going to start working on a little bit of easier things that are easier to move. And then maybe that can build momentum. Uh, but like, how happy are you? I'm interested in your day. Like, how do you spend your days right now? And how happy are you with how you spend your time?
um, like whatever free time I have, like I use it to like apply to jobs and work out. Like I like to run, so like I do a bit of running every week, and on
Yeah.
the weekends I hang out with my friends. So it's pretty decent.
How could it be better?
Yeah, I'm not sure if, I think it's just like the looming situation which takes so much of my mental, like clouds so much of my like mental energy that I I think that's the one thing that would like for it to like disappear, so that I think I would be like significantly happier.
Um, yeah. How much time do you spend thinking about it?
I'd say a decent amount, because uh, the idea of going back to school is also there, because I would like to stay here. So that's where I am like stuck.
Hmm.
So I do think about it quite a lot.
If you went back to school, what would you study?
Mm, I'm interested in studying further about like distributed systems and like machine learning because I have a math major. Like I think I would like to study more about like the like do like advanced courses on like machine learning, and I never got a chance to like do distributed systems coursework in school. So those are like the two. Uh, I think I would build my coursework around those two, like sub like subjects.
And then after you went back to school, how much more time would you have in your visa from there?
It'd be another 3 years.
Hmm. So basically, like every time you go back for a degree, you get another 3 years
No,
on a student
not
visa.
always, but since I have a bachelor's degree, I'm going for an advanced degree. I get it.
Yeah.
But let's say I go for a PhD, since I've used it twice, you can only use it like 2 times in your lifetime. I'm not sure.
Mm,
I have to double check. But if I go, like, let's say I get a master's degree, use 3 years of my work eligibility, and go back for a PhD, I would only have 1 year, not
right.
the 3 years.
If you stopped working, how much time would you have before you have to leave? You have to leave pretty quickly, right?
Yeah, like I have like 60 days.
Yeah. So one thing that I just want to point out is like you have 10 months of cash runway, but you only have 60 days left in the country
Hmm.
once this time limit runs out, and you're making money right now. You are making money right now, so like you're saving
Yeah,
actively. So
mostly
that
for I would say like for school, but I am.
yeah, but what I'm saying is just like that implies that you should be willing to spend money to solve the problem. Um, so one question I have is like, and again, the reason is just a mismatch there. So it's like you have 2 months that you're allowed to stay in the country, but you have 10 months of savings. So that means basically you have 8 months of savings that you could afford to spend if it would significantly improve your visa situation or your
Hmm.
immigration situation. That doesn't mean like that's we don't like spending our money, but also just, you know, if the situation is urgent, then what else is money for?
Yeah.
So one thing that's worth noting is just how could you spend more money to improve your immigration situation? Is there any way that you can think of?
Well, I don't have like that much capital to like improve it like for good. There's like investor
Is that
visas.
true? Like you've worked with the best immigration lawyers that exist in the country?
No, no. Oh, you mean like immigration lawyers? Well,
I just mean any way at all that you could spend money to improve the immigration situation.
uh, well, I don't have like there's like an investor visa that I could do.
No, that's not what I mean. That's what I
Yeah,
mean. It's
well,
like,
that's the
okay, like
reason I
literally
hate
just
it.
hire better immigration lawyers,
Oh,
right?
you
Like,
mean
would that not
okay?
just solve your problem? Just hire better immigration lawyers and then ask them what you need to do. Like, maybe they're going to tell you, like, hey, you actually need to make a bunch of research papers. So then you need
Yeah,
to hire an AI researcher to coach you, right? So
yeah.
you're going to get an AI research tutor. You're going to spend like 40 hours a week on top of your job studying AI research under that person's tutelage. And then
Mm-hmm.
you're going to publish some papers.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to help make sure that your papers get cited,
Mm-hmm.
and then like all of these things are available to you.
Oh,
So
okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
there's nothing fundamentally about the universe, the way the universe is shaped, such that you can't pursue like every available path. You can of course do the standard paths, like you could just go back to school. I mean, that's relatively simple and uh straightforward. It's not a bad
Mm-hmm.
idea, frankly. So I don't see why not. Like maybe you just position yourself such that you can go to a really good program, like the ideal program that you really want. And so you can instead like hire a tutor or hire a coach to like help you get into the perfect program. What would be the best possible program that you could get into if you went back to school?
I I would want to go to like UC Berkeley.
Okay.
That would be
So you could
like
go to UC Berkeley's like AI program, let's
yeah.
say. So probably there are ways to get into UC Berkeley's AI program that are like systematic. Um, and there are some people who know how to do that you can find on the internet. And those people you could like reach out to and be like, hey, I would really like to be your client, or like I would really like to um, spend an hour interviewing you and asking if you're willing to just help me make some progress on this goal of mine. um, do you write a blog on the internet at all?
Uh, Not really.
Like, do you have a yeah? Basically, the other thing that would help is the internet is it's basically access to infinite wealth. Um, because you have access to everyone, like you're
Yeah,
literally
pretty
just
much.
directly connected to everyone on Earth.
Hmm.
But you can only access the wealth if people can trust you. So it's the same way that you're only allowed to get a job if you have credentials. The same thing is true on the internet. It's like for in a lot of cases, you will only be able to receive help from certain people if you have not credentials in the traditional sense, because the internet doesn't really care about those. It's more like if you have content that people can read that
Got it.
show that you're earnest, that you're kind-hearted, considerate, ambitious, um, mindful, like whatever virtues that you have, like you should try your best to display those virtues and values on the internet in your internet profiles, um, on a blog, on your social media, like maybe really everywhere that you are. And the more you add value to other people's lives in that way, and the more you like demonstrate your own values and declare them, the more people who share your values are going to want to help you succeed. Uh, I think and again, like part of the reason for this level of advice, like this is relatively high strategic advice, it's not like a simple tactical thing, is your situation isn't that bad
Hmm.
such that you need to like freak out.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if one of the ways to resolve the emotions that are kind of crippling you is to get into a frame that's like, no matter what happens here, like I'm on the winning side as long as I invest the right way, as long as I'm strategic with my time and with my resources and with my attention. Um, that doesn't necessarily mean stop applying to jobs, but it also like it might. So, for instance, with respect to jobs, none of my students ever get their jobs through applications. Like I've never had a single student get a job through an application ever. Um, every single one of my students got their jobs by texting people, DMing people, getting a warm introduction, meeting people in person, or finding people on the internet through their social media accounts. I had one student get multiple offers who he was not a particularly strong engineer. He was like, compared to a lot of my students, like a relatively weaker engineer, but he got the best job offer in his cohort because he just had a really, really good reply game on Twitter. And he would just like DM people and be like, hey, can I work with you? Can I work with you? Can I work with you? Like, not in an annoying way that's like, hey, please hire me or something. Like, more like just genuinely, earnestly, without a desire for the person to say yes, just wondering, like, hey, like, could you use any help? I would love to work with you. No hard feelings if you say no, like doesn't bother me at all. That sort of attitude is often rewarded. And so he was rewarded a lot for that and just got like a really, really good offer. Um, is there anything there? There's like, I kind of listed the camp of ideas or a complex of ideas. Is there anything there that you want to like double click on that might be interesting to you?
I think like blogging sounds
Hmm.
interesting because I think I've been told in the past to like write blogs to like show my interests because I think it's like an investment in you that
Yeah.
would not might not pay off now, but like someone might read something that they're looking for and that could like just help you. So
Yeah.
I think that's something that resonates with me, and also like investing in a matter. I think that's something I'll look into. So
Yeah. I'm going to DM you on Twitter a few essays that were really life changing for me
okay.
about um, how like writing on the internet can change your life in some good ways. Let's see, is this it? Maybe this. I don't think this is right, but um, who else writes about this? Patio 11. Oh, Henrik Carlson. There's also this website generally, which you might like, which is very inspirational, filled with like really good stuff on the internet. And then um, I think those are some of the good ones. There's also this. Oh, come on. I think this is it. There we go. Okay. I just sent you a few different things. Um, I don't have too much longer that I can chat on this call, so sorry that that was just kind of the shallow surface level stuff. But
Got it.
my instinct is you're smart and conscientious, and like one of the ways in which you are failing to live up to your potential is just that people don't know about you. Nobody knows about you. Like
Yeah.
you're just a guy who is a stranger. Like when you message me, I don't even think you have a Twitter profile picture. Um,
I think so. I used to,
yeah,
but I
you
don't
have
know if I got rid of it.
no profile picture, and
Oh yeah.
you're not followed by anyone that I follow,
Yeah.
and you mostly just retweet things. So it's like not therefore like, oh, do a bunch more Twitter stuff, but just become somebody and decide who you want to be. Decide who you want to be by like looking up your heroes. How did they live their life? Who did they correspond with? What sorts of things did they write? Like go find their writings and read their writings and be like, wow, like what caused them to
Hmm.
write all this down so that other people could read it? Especially their early career stuff, because you're early in your career. You really want to look at your heroes and be like, what were they doing early in their career at the beginning? And how did they get their start? Rather than looking at them at the end, because you're nothing like them at the end. You're at the beginning. Um, and then yeah, and just become somebody, and really set yourself up to become some public person. It doesn't need to be like your whole self that's public. You can like pick some part of yourself, or you can be your whole self in public. Like I tend to be more of my whole self on average, although everyone plays a bit of a character. And then um, and it's not going to be all at once, and it's not going to be perfect. And like the point of it is to do it a lot. So like do 100 things is a common expression around here. Oh, I should also give you the guide to Teapot. Uh, Christine's guide to Teapot. Okay, I will send this to you as well on Twitter. So I've sent you a bunch of stuff to read. The reason I've sent all this stuff to read is just like these are the people who I follow on the internet who really value writing and finding other people. And if you like follow them and not necessarily reply to them in a way, again, it's not about neediness. Like I don't even think you have very much neediness. In a sense, yes, you have this urgency, but also you have a pretty good option available to you, which is to go back to school. And you're going to develop a lot more options over the next few years of your life, which you seem to have available to you, at least a few years, even if it's not perfect. You're going to develop like a huge amount of options if you pick a strategy, pick a set of values, and just like keep driving toward those values. Those are also some of the things that are going to make you more available for an O1 for what it's worth. It's like you're going to become more of a public figure this way. And that could be beneficial for you down the line. That might be a good visa option, but it's not really about that as much as it's about like the actual benefits of being a public figure
Yep.
and having people listening to you, or like just paying attention and being your collaborators, I guess is really the right way to think about it. Not listening,
Hmm.
but like befriending. Um, and in terms of like, should you keep applying or should you go to school? I think I just don't have enough context to say right away. I think both of those are potentially good options. If you are trying to get a job somewhere, just note that the way that is easiest to do that is to kind of directly pitch people on the value you can deliver to them, not in a way that's like icky and like sales, but in a way that's just matter of fact. It's like,
Mhm.
hey, factually, there is just this value that I can deliver to your company. Would you like that? Like, are you interested in that? Not because you should hire me, just because like I see the value that I can deliver, and I'm just curious to know, and I just wanted you to know about it. But you really no pressure. Like you don't have to hire me. We don't have to work together or whatever. I'm over here. I'm really valuable, and I'm working for this like bank. I could be doing way more work, and I could be doing it for you, or we could be doing it together, or whatever. Like that, having that sort of attitude of like going out into the world and finding your opportunities and making them for yourself, I think will lead to really really big benefits.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
If you have any questions about that, or you have any thoughts on any of the essays that I've sent you, feel free to DM me, and we can chat from there.
Yeah,
Okay. Peace, dude. Bye.
thank you.